In this video, we're going to go over how to work with events. So this will just be the basics. When you first click on events and go to lead and events, you'll get this list. It contains both your past events, your upcoming events, as well as just price quotes from potential customers. So you can use this left sidebar over here to filter those. If you click the logo here, it will expand and collapse it. So for example, if we're looking for a specific customer, you just type in the name and it will filter. If you are wanting a certain date range, you can say, okay, from the next couple of days or fixed range, you're allowed to click on this and then you can set the filter. So you click once for the start and click it a second time for the end of date range, and you can see it's filtered that list. To make a new lead, you simply click add lead. And you'll see this top bar up here is the statuses of the event. Quote is nothing is reserved, and anything above this reserves the inventory. Contracted status is for when you've sent them a contract, and then confirmed is once they've signed the contract and paid the deposit. And the system will automatically upgrade these as needed, but you can also change the status when you're editing or making a lead just by clicking on it. And then, of course, you have to hit save in order to actually confirm those changes. On the left side over here, you'll notice that the sidebars change. It's no longer for filtering and searching, but it's like shortcuts. So if I want to go to the contract section of this event, I just click it, or the customer details, I just click this sidebar. You can also just collapse it if it gets in your way. The next bar here is the times. So if you want to change the event times, you simply click on it and then you can adjust it. Let's say December 10th is when this one is. Click it a second time, and then down here at the bottom, you can set the times. Okay. So this is just the event times. You can also set tear down, travel time, and delivery windows here by clicking on them. The system will automatically set these as well. So when you're first making a new lead, you probably don't need to set any of those things. And once you save it, it will automatically calculate those. So let's go ahead and add in, let's say we want to do a concession, popcorn machine. It's actually unavailable, so let's do something else here. Hot dog steamer, snow cone, and let's say they also want a bounce house. Okay. You can see it's automatically calculated the pricing. You can put in discounts over here if you want, and that way it will show to the customer that they're getting a discount. All the pricing is calculated automatically. Of course, distance charges and taxes will be corrected once you give an address. If it's an existing customer, you can just search by them and it will look in your database. If it's a common address here, you can see as you type the address in, it'll autofill it, saving you time. For the venue or the event location, you can always copy the address from below, make it a little quicker. So we just need to set the delivery type, the surface, and you'll see that everything's updated here. The tax has been adjusted based on the venue address. The distance charges was calculated automatically. If you need to make any changes on these things, let's say the tax rate calculated incorrectly or something, you can just simply change it in there. If you decide you want to make it a flat rate instead of 520, you want to charge them 500, you just adjust it and it'll automatically add the discount and make the math add up. So let's go ahead and hit save. And that's it. At this point, you'll be able to send the contract to the customer. You can see, like I said before, it automatically calculated that travel time and the setup time based on the location the event is. It does the travel time, and based on the inventory that you've set up and included on here, it can automatically calculate that setup and that teardown time. Of course, you can adjust those manually if you need to. You can just click this button here to edit and make any changes you need. If you want to adjust them on the item level, you can put notes in for each individual item or adjust the staffing and things like that right on here. But let's go ahead and send out a contract to the customer. So you can see down here, if you click this link, it'll show you an example of what the contract will look like. So you can always review it before you send it out, make sure everything looks correct, because this is what the customer will see. These contract templates are customizable. So this is just the default, but you can adjust these to however you want. Over here, the customer can sign the contract and they can pay the bill. We integrate with lots of different credit card processors as well. So You got lots of options there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and email this to the customer. So I'm going to expand this. If I click on the contract section, it'll zoom me down here. And by default, we've got a contract template set. But if you have a specific one you've made for a certain type of customer, you can always change it here before you email it out. To email the contract, you just click the envelope at the top. And we can say, go ahead and send out this customer contract. And again, this is a template email, so you can adjust this template. But by default, it has a link to that contract in it. So you just simply send it, and then the customer will get that email, and they'll be able to click it to sign and pay it. So that's the basics of it. And you can get alerts and stuff when customers take different actions, such as signing and paying the bill. Otherwise, that's it for the basics. And if you have any more questions, you can always contact us at sales@inflatableoffice.com or give us a call 440-385-4080. All right. Thank you.